Boom, viewers, subscribers, back again with these quick updates because trust, if it's not foreign from KingMixUp, it's not credible. And before we start, people, please hit that like button if you feel like this picture of Ugly Dan mugshot really brings out the features in her face. I mean, this is no filter. This is straight foundation-less, mascara-less. You know? This is the real deal. Now, let me stop. People, as promised, I got the police reports. You see what I'm saying? And a few other things. But most importantly, I'm going to tell you what really went down. Was Ugly Dan a victim, or was she the aggressor in this situation? And like I said, she used a weapon to bust up that sweet little girl that we just seen hugged up with KingMixUp. Yeah, I see why you was mad at me for your girl listening to me. You're insecure, and your insecurities brought you in an ICE facility just like Footer Hype. So the first 3 pages you're going to see is her bond, what her bail's bondman had to put up in collateral for her being released from the state. And I'm going to explain that. Because as you can see, it says the state of Florida versus Vanice Parks. You see, she has a state charge and a federal charge. So let us deal with the state charges first. Like I said, this is what the bail people had to fill out to try to post her bond. As you can see, their information right there. The bond, like I said in a previous video, was $2,000. You see what I'm saying? And like I said, these first 3 pages that you've seen was what her bail's bondman was looking at. And this is the charge report that, you know, they got. And as you can see, the handwritten notes, it says post only because of immigration hold. You know what I mean? And this paper that you're seeing right now is the 4th sheet where probable cause was enough to arrest Ugly Dan. You see, I'm still going to get to the actual police report where the police details the injuries, the weapons used, etc., etc. I'm just giving you a chronological order of the situation. Now, with the police report, as you can see, looks like the last page of the bond report. And it's the same thing, what she was charged with, you know, etc., etc., etc. But this is the meat of the matter. This is what you're all been waiting for. And this is what you're going to get. The full 100. Now, this is all alleged because, you know, she is innocent till proven guilty, or guilty till proven innocent. However it goes. So I'm going to block out a lot of people's information, like addresses, etc., etc. But I'm going to read what really counts, you said. So if you haven't started reading, just bear with me because the font size is kind of small and it's kind of lengthy. But this is how the whole altercation started that got Ugly Dan arrested. So on March 25th, 2020 at or about 0909 hours at the location of, you know, Green Street, number which is located within the jurisdiction limits of the city of Hollywood, within the Broward County and the state of Florida. Vanice Parks did commit an aggravated battery upon her wife, Camille. Herein identified as the victim, Vanice Parks did intentionally touch or strike victim Camille with a deadly weapon against her will. So most importantly from that paragraph, Ugly Dan intentionally hit her wife, Camille, with a deadly weapon against her will. So let us proceed with the story. Victim Camille called the police stating that her wife of 1 year, Vanice Parks, hit her in the back of her head with a large rock after they finished verbally arguing. Okay, I guess that's the weapon of choice, a large rock. Parks then left the residence on foot in an unknown direction while the victim was speaking with Broward County Sheriff's Office communication operation. She described her wife as a 27-year-old black female wearing a white t-shirt with a Louis Vuitton crossover bag while responding to the residents. Officers located the subject matching the description at the location of North 24th Avenue and Hope Street. This individual was then identified and detained pending further investigations. Upon arrival to the Green apartment, they met with the victim, Camille. The victim advised the following. Her wife of 1 year, Vanice Parks, she had just thrown a large rock at her with, people remember the font sign, just thrown a large rock at her, which struck her on the neck, the back of the head. Vanice was then picked up. She picked up another large rock and threw it at her arm. Proceeded to pick up the same rock and threw it at her side. You see what I'm saying? It should be noted that the police officer observed red marks and scratches and swellings. You see what I'm saying? Stabs to the victim's right elbow and also to the right side of her rib area. After the victim moved her hair, the police was able to observe swelling and redness to the back of her head. During this altercation, the victim advised that her brother, Andrew Samuels, witnessed the altercation occur and tried to intervene the two parties to stop Vanice Parks from physically harming his sister with the large rocks. As a result, Andrew Samuels received a minor laceration to his right fingers from which the rock had been thrown. Officers then spoke with subject Vanice Parks. She stated that she was getting jumped and defended herself. She picked up a rock, then threw it at her wife, Camille. And the story is going to continue, but I just had to say she should have invoked the Fifth Amendment, the right to remain silent. Anything you use can use against, anything you say can be used against you in the court of law. And they're going to use this against her in the court of law, you know what I mean? Because looking at her, she don't look like she's been touched or jumped. You see what I'm saying? So let's proceed. So people, like me said, the investigation revealed that arrestee Vanice Park was the primary aggressor in the incident. Victim Camille refused medical attention for her injuries. Crime scene technician under whatever responded to the scene. Detective blah 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 responded. It's a massive. A copy of the 9/11 tapes were later requested, which will be placed into property at a later time. A copy of the domestic violence pamphlet was given to the victim, along with information on how to file a restraining order. You see me, I say, against arrestee Vanice Parks, your site. Anything else was transported to main jail for booking. So obviously she's not there no more. She's in the ICE facility, and that is a whole nother charge. Whole nother lawyer has to deal with that case. And if she does get released, she has to stay away from the victim, which is her wife. You see what I'm saying? She can't do no Instagram, social media rants about me. That would be witness intimidation. You see what I'm saying? And what else am I leaving out? I don't know. I remember some next time, but I really just wanted to update y'all on the situation, what she's exactly charged with by the state. It looked like the state picked up these charges on their own. And don't forget to subscribe to my other YouTube channels. Yeah, the state picked up these charges on their own. It's a felony charge. You can get up to 21 years. She used a weapon, and that's why she can get up to 21 years. Subscribe to my other channel too, the Boom Bye Bye TV channel. I'm a Jamaican soap opera TV channel. So any more further updates, I will update them. So don't forget to like, share, comment, hit that notification bell for the latest.